If ever there is one driver which can propel our country to full-scale developed status, then it is through quality skills training. On that front, the Council for Technical and Vocational Education and Training, COTVET, through a Skills Development Fund, is spearheading that agenda in Ghana.
Who is going to provide the service?
And our main focus has been on mass production of garments.
There was a lot of talk about Sakawa. Are you able to use these same processes to also apprehend people?
That is correct.
Our research showed that Ghana was at number 8 in the world when it comes to cybercrime.
On this program, we shall open up the SDF to you.
So SDF is here to support businesses to train their staff to be very productive.
All that we're trying to do is to build a very solid human capital base.
We shall profile beneficiaries of SDF.
We are now even positioned to train about 400 workers.
We gave them $276,000 US. There is a fund from which we are giving grants to businesses to address these challenges.
You develop these moringa plants into product like soap, creams. Okay. My name is Albetankra and I bring you SDF Diaries. Make a date with me on GTV. SDF is an initiative of the Government of Ghana with support from the World Bank and Danida. The Progressive Electronics Technicians Association of Ghana, PETAG, is where we put our focus today on SDF Diaries. My name is Albetankra and you are warmly welcome. Today we find out from SDF what attracted their attention to PETAG. We also find out from PETAG what the intervention from SDF has done for their association. It promises to be interesting and exciting. Stick and stay with me, you on SDF Diaries.
Preview. The development of the consumer electronics industry is a critical component of any developing country. The sector comprises the middle-level manpower requirements for undertaking major repairs and product development and innovations in the consumer electronics sector. The Progressive Electronic Technicians Association of Ghana, PETAG, is a key stakeholder in that sector. PETAG is an association of practicing master craftspersons engaged in the repair, calibration and maintenance of electronic equipment. The association was formed in the year 2000 and was registered by the Registrar General's Department as a company limited by a guarantee in 2003. The association currently has 1,235 members countrywide.
We formed this association because we were facing a lot of difficulties as individuals when we were working. So some of friends, about 8, met together and we decided that why don't we come together, because the technology is fast changing. New things are coming yearly and we find it difficult to repair them. So why don't we come together? Then, as our motto says, together we search. Then together we can do a lot of research. Then if there's a difficult fault or a fault that is very difficult, 2 or 3 people can come together, team up and solve the problem. So this is what we started as friendship, networking. Then it has grown to become an association.
Members of PETAG have been struggling to keep pace with the rather swift technological advancement that has characterized the field of electronics, especially in the last decade. The emergence of information and communications technology, ICT, and the proliferation of computerized and more technologically advanced electronic gadgets have thrown many otherwise successful technicians out of business and led to reduced incomes for the members generally. This is evident in the fact that, in the last 7 years, some 250 members of PETAG have closed their businesses because they lack the skills needed to satisfy new trends in customer demand. Surviving members in the industry have also had to grapple with paying for the cost of damaging electronic equipment they damage in the course of repairs due to limited technical know-how.
Our members, Progressive Electronics Technicians Association, electronics technicians, we were trained so many years ago. During those days, we were trained on analog machines. And now, with the advent of digital machines, like iPad, smartphones, LEDs, and those sort of things, we could not be able to repair them. It is causing a lot of damage to our shops. People are losing work at their shops. Our customers, our association members are even leaving the association. Some are contemplating even leaving the shop at all. So we thought that we could be able to acquire a new technology to be able to fix these new iPad, smartphones, and others so that we'll be able to sustain our business. That's the reason why we are active for this program.
PETAG estimates that annually, about 500,000 Ghana cedis is paid by its members to customers for damages caused to appliances and for outright replacement in some cases. On the whole, incomes for existing members have dropped by nearly 50% within the last 5 years. It is in light of the foregoing that PETAG applied to SDF for financial assistance to enable 60 of their members to undergo training in ICT systems engineering at IPMC. The trainer of trainers training of the initial 60, PETAG reckons, will provide their members with the requisite skills for onward transfer to other members of PETAG.
If ever there is one driver which can propel our country to full-scale developed status, then it is through quality skills training. On that front, the Council for Technical and Vocational Education and Training, COTVET, through a Skills Development Fund, is spearheading that agenda in Ghana.
Who is going to provide the service?
And our main focus has been on mass production of garments.
There was a lot of talk about Sakawa. Are you able to use these same processes to also apprehend people?
That is correct.
Our research showed that Ghana was at number 8 in the world when it comes to cybercrime.
On this program, we shall open up the SDF to you.
So SDF is here to support businesses to train their staff to be very productive.
All that we're trying to do is to build a very solid human capital base.
We shall profile beneficiaries of SDF.
We are now even positioned to train about 400 workers.
We gave them $276,000 US. There is a fund from which we are giving grants to businesses to address these challenges.
You develop these moringa plants into product like soap, creams. Okay. My name is Albetankra and I bring you SDF Diaries. Make a date with me on GTV. SDF is an initiative of the Government of Ghana with support from the World Bank and Danida.
Right, I think it's important to recognize that in Ghana, more than 80% of technical skills is acquired from the informal sector, not from the school system. And it is also important to realize that technology is changing very fast, and the informal sector is not able to quickly keep pace with the advances in technology. So it's a good thing that technicians, electronic consumer technicians, have decided to approach the SDF to acquire some funding for upgrading of their skills. You know, about 25 years ago, there was no mobile phone in this country. But today, you know, every adult, every teenager has a mobile phone. We didn't have iPads. But now you see all these electronic gadgets all over the place. So it's important that as a country we develop the skills required to repair and maintain these devices. I think the fact that our technicians want to upgrade their skills is good for the country. It's not only good for the technicians themselves. Basically, all these technicians will then be able to increase productivity because they'll be able to service more sophisticated gadgets. They'll make more money, and that will lead to some form of poverty reduction, which is very good for the country. Now the country can also then generate more revenue from the taxes that these more highly qualified technicians are able to make. So it's good for the country, it's good for the individuals, the technicians, and it's also important to realize that the acquisition of skills, of higher level skills by the Ghanaian workforce will lead to an increase in the competitiveness of the country as a whole internationally, because if you have a better skilled workforce, then it means that you can acquire and use higher level technology, which in turn will lead to increased productivity and incomes for the citizens.
SDF has provided a grant of 90,000 Ghana cedis to finance the cost of the 16 weeks training of 60 trainers. The training, which is being delivered by IPMC, adapts a trainer of trainers approach to equip PETAG members with the skills on how to service laptops, iPads, plasma televisions, and home theaters, among others, after which participants will provide further training to PETAG members nationwide.
Your site and type post code error 161. And you know how to use the progress. The first correct use that was late. Or don't waste your time with is here in IPMC to be trained and equipped with the latest IT standards. Their training will include computer hardware and networking, which will be based on the CompTIA standard. Now, at the end of their training, individuals or the participants are going to acquire skills that will help them work on the latest machines, starting from the new Android platform that we have. They will also be able to work with the latest Windows operating systems, the latest smartphones that are in town, using the current operating systems, the Android systems, the Windows 8 systems, etc. Not forgetting that we have laptops, iPads, all these iPhones, everything is inclusive. When we talk about the hardware part, they will acquire the skills of knowing how to assemble them, disassemble them, maintain them, upgrade them, and even do the purchasing to the extent of building their own systems. Their skills they'll be able to acquire these skills using the following standard. In IPMC, we have various skills of training individuals. Since the course is based on the CompTIA standard, we will make sure that at the training we put into place practicals that will help them, such as they should be able to work with the various tools available, work on the various platforms that they are going to meet out there. Not only theory, but whatever is practiced or read in the book, we also put them into action. And if possible, we organize field trips.
If ever there is one driver which can propel our country to full-scale developed status, then it is through quality skills training. On that front, the Council for Technical and Vocational Education and Training, COTVET, through a Skills Development Fund, is spearheading that agenda in Ghana.
Who is going to provide the service?
And our main focus has been on mass production of garments.
There was a lot of talk about Sakawa. Are you able to use these same processes to also apprehend people?
That is correct. Our research showed that Ghana was, I think, number 8 in the world when it comes to cybercrime.
On this program, we shall open up the SDF to you.
So SDF is here to support businesses to train their staff to be very productive.
All that we're trying to do is to build a very solid human capital base.
We shall profile beneficiaries of SDF.
We are now even positioned to train about 400 workers.
We give them $276,000 US. There is a fund from which we are giving grants to businesses to address these challenges.
You develop these moringa plants into product like soap, creams. Okay. My name is Albetankra and I bring you SDF Diaries. Make a date with me on GTV. SDF is an initiative of the Government of Ghana with support from the World Bank and Danida.
In view of the expectant reduction in number of complaints, cost of replacing damaged gadgets through unskillful handling, more efficient diagnosis of fault, and an increase in the number of service items from the current 4 to an average of 12 a day, PETAC members anticipate a potential increase in their incomes by up to 100% within the first 12 months of training.
PETAC na yaba IPMC ebesua adeɛ kakra ka yanim bia ho na PETAC yo Electronics Association na ne ntie ba no emmoa enyammo bi free SDF na aboa ne de aba ha sɛ edi besua hardware and networking if we say electronics na isi aye adru mu no se wan fa computer ICT anka ho a emri bia na onim die no ekofom because bibia akoye net enti enso ye se awose ekoyanim na emri bia na madwuma na aye mre amaye ti ya de sede ekoto SDF anim ana omso mboboa yen enti emwom de boa yen no na yenso ba besua beginim die ni bi wo IPMC ya na ye de akayanim die ho.
The long-term aim is to upgrade the skills of our members to enable them keep pace with advancements in electronic technology, expand their knowledge base to be able to diagnose and service a wider range of electronic devices for improved productivity, incomes, profits, and overall business growth.
With 900 cedis, I can even get this machine. So I don't think anybody who wants to repair this machine will be able to pay 40 Ghana cedis or 50 Ghana cedis. Now, after the program, I understand the electronics already. I need some upgrade to be able to repair a plasma, 32 or 42 inches plasma, which you bought it about 50 million, 60 million. So if you even bring it, I make sure that I'll give you a job card of about 20 Ghana cedis. And at the end of the day, I'll charge you about 200 or 300. So by sitting on this, to charge less than 20 Ghana cedis, at the end of the program, I'll be working on plasma, which I'll be charging from 200 to 300 Ghana cedis. So it's double fold. It has increased about 200%.
By the end of 2014, PETAC members plan to transfer the skills acquired to some 8,000 apprentices nationwide, while aiming to attract former members who were kicked out of business due to outdated electronic servicing skills to undergo skills upgrading with the support of the 60 members currently benefiting from the ICT.
Now you know why PETAG attracted that much needed attention from SDF. It looks to me as if the 21st century really has a thing for technology. All too soon, we have come to the end of another exciting edition on SDF Diaries. But please make a date with me same time next week. Stay blessed and be good. Bye for now.